Hello Skylords and welcome to the complete Pure Nature Guide. This video is on the map Encounters with Twilight. Let's see what this Twilight curse is about.
When we returned to the surface, we found everything had changed, become twisted. They attacked us like vile beasts.
I'm starting off with some Windweavers.
We must help the others.
And I'm not interested in the Devastator, I will attack those archers. Now I'm helping with the Devastator. And let's see if we can save these North Guards.
Damn! We must reach the village to the east. We are free. Skylords are with us.
Building the well. And adding a shaman.
They're calling reinforcements.
Shaman is especially nice on this map, because he not only can heal your own units, he will also heal the North Guards and Rogan Kale, who has loads of health. Another Windweaver. And I'm waiting for a Dryad. The defense buff is a good addition. And she also does do some crowd control. I'm making a second group, so I can direct the whole group to stop at this point. And only the archers will attack the hag. So the shaman keeps on healing. I'm also preparing a heal to support. And keep hitting the hags. Moving up to the tower. I'm telling only the Windweavers to attack. This is still an endless fight situation. All units get healed all the time. Until I attack them. Sadly, nobody can save the North Guards. Because they will die. From the script.
Let us make haste.
The 2 is already building. I'm positioning my units a little to the gate.
The village is in trouble.
Some villagers will spawn here that will pull
Curse.
some units into my camp, and I don't want that.
Open the gate.
I'm rooting him down. Depending on where the patrol is already moving, you could also have a Wildblood joining and a Whisperer, and you are already in a big fight. So whatever is here, just root it down. Breeding grounds is always nice for cheaper units. And this is one of the few maps where the green Dryad comes in handy. The Whisperers have a nasty silencing attack. And the buff from the Green Dryad counters that. But we are still waiting for more energy. What I will summon and use as a strategy is taking units over with Parasite Swarm. This is, I think, the only expensive unit I will use. When you take over a unit, energy from the Parasite goes back into the Void Pool. So the unit you take over is for free. Now I'm protected from the Whisperer's attack.
It's explosive. Pull back.
And I'm also protected from the Wild Blood. Because once he arrives, I will just take him over. Oh, looks like my heal cost too much energy. So let's try again. That's better. Now I'm retreating because Slaver has an explosion attack when dying. And my units are quite low. Another Parasite Swarm.
Careful. They're sending reinforcements.
It's also tempting to take over the Whisperers, which I will do later. Now that one Parasite Swarm of mine is just destined for the next Wild Blood. I'm attacking the camp and taking the Wild Blood over.
Typical. More incoming.
And when I repeat this, the situation will just get easier and easier for me. Next one I take is a Whisperer. Which means 3 heals. Now the enemies will get some of that silence too. Whisperer is a chaining heal attack. Take over the Wild Blood again. And let's kill the next camp. Rooting the enemies from the southern camp down. And retreating. If the Dryad will make it, I guess not. We lost her. I just respawn her. Take another Parasite Swarm and wait for them to heal up. And one last parasite swarm. This is more than enough. I'm very confident now that I can kill everything that comes along. So I can take the well. I take one Whisperer, one Wild Blood. That's quite the army now. The Shaman back. I still want that well. The Wild Bites are trashing everything. And I still got one Parasite Swarm in reserve. For the next Wild Blood. At the well. And heal up a little. Here's the Wild Blood. Let's go to the camp. Creeping Paralysis. One of the best crowd controls you can get. I'm attacking the big abomination with a Mambo Jumbo. And he drops dead quite fast. Another well. And I'm clearing all those units. But I want the Sky Scorcher to survive. As long as one last building or one unit is living. The map is frozen at this point. I can remove the Windweavers. And the Shaman. And build tier 3. So now I got quite a strong tier 2 army. But with the exception of the 2 Dryads, everything is unbound. All units are free. So everything returns through the Void Power Pool as new energy back to me. I'll always take the wall just as a safety measure. Usually I don't need it. And we can trigger the next phase of the map.
The area is clear. Move on.
We heard other refugees gather near the city Hope.
Do not be startled. I am Viridia, a Skylord like you. My spirit communes with yours directly. The mortals cannot hear us. We must aid the mortals against this Twilight curse. We've agreed to rally them in the city Hope. There, they can make a new beginning. You need to help these humans pass the infected town to the north and across the old burial mound. But be wary. This area swarms with infected. On the hill to the south is an army screaming stone. Using it will provoke the remaining infected to attack. You have 2 options. Either forge a strong army and attack the Twilight creatures to the north, or build a solid defense, then call them to you with a screaming stone. The choice is yours.
We take quite the aggressive stance. The Swamp Drakes have an XL counter and will melt down that Hulk pretty fast. Just root him down. And I take the melee group behind. But I make sure they don't walk too far. And I'm already cleaning up the first camp and the tower. Ray of Light is nice if you stay in one spot. And you have a lot of units clumped together. Another route. Taking the melee units back and killing the Hulks, the Swamp Drakes. Can also use a sleep. One hit should be alright. There we go. Those Hulks spawned from the infestation here. Now I'm adding also a revenge because of the anti-air defense. And no more Hulks. Positioning the Whisperers closer to the Swamp Drakes. So they can get some heals in. Almost too easy. So let's keep clearing. Make sure my units don't do anything stupid. And let's get to the infestation. Again with a revenge because of the anti-air. And now the melee units can already go into the tier 4 area. There's still a very dangerous Skycatcher here to the right, which I will engage very soon, but I don't want the Wild-Bloods to do anything stupid. Skycatcher has a attack that prevents spells. So I'm setting the revenge ahead of time. And if you place the spell just right, you can also heal a bit. I lost one deck in that attack, but since the Skycatcher is the biggest obstacle, it is alright. New breeding ground for the tier 4 units. Also taking the gold chest. If you want to take this gold chest at this well, you will get attacked by another creeping wave that spawns from the ground. So don't just send a tiny dryad in all by herself. She will just die. Again, just one building left. I'm adding a Grimvine now. Last boss has
The way is clear. Let's move.
attacked the Dissolvia units, but the duration of the
I sense an odd presence on the burial hill. An infected
spell depends on your health,
consuming
and
spirits of the dead.
Grimvine has loads of health.
Send in melee troops to
So in case the boss picks on the Greenvine,
from reaching him.
it will take forever. First, sacrifice some Wild Bloods. I'm putting the Swamp Drakes not into attack, but on hold. So they will focus the spirits first, which will spawn from the outside, and then return to the boss. And I also added the Noxious Cloud with a normal jumbo to get him down faster. Time for another Mambo Jumbo, and maybe we have energy for one more Noxious Cloud. No, not worth it. Maybe a Thunderstorm.
Fine work. You, my friends, show promise. Meet me near Hope.
The monster is defeated. Let's get our sorry behinds to Hope on the double.
He makes it sound easy.
Wrong case. Phase. We proceed to the next map. See you in the Forge, fellow Skylords.